Welcome to the Seller Roundtable e-commerce coaching and business strategies with Andy Arnott and Amy Wees.
So, Chris, I know that you're doing, you still do a lot of RA, but you're also getting into the private label stuff. You're doing the Kickstarter stuff. So, can you walk me through kind of like where do you get your ideas for products? Amy and I are doing kind of this mini course right now where we tell people to go down the rabbit hole, which is just just start browsing. Do you have a specific process, or kind of any way that are you data driven? I mean, how do you pick the products that you're going to bring online?
I don't believe in product. I don't believe in product research. So Brandon Trainer, if you guys don't know him, he's a cool guy. He's one of my business partners, and he cringes so hard sometimes when I launch a PL product because I won't do I don't have Helium 10, I don't have Jungle Scout, I don't do anything. I look at it, I'm like, are people buying it and leaving reviews? Yep, I'm doing that. But for the most part, what I want to buy or what I want to sell is what I want to buy. I am my target customer. So keeping that in mind, we're going to talk about Kickstarter here, and I'm going to be launching a card game. And I had an idea for a card game. I found out my card game idea was already taken. Okay, somebody's already done it, but they did a bad job. So I'm going to fix it and do a good job because I want to make a card game that you can play while drunk. And the game that they have come up with is the most complicated way that you could play this game. It's so complicated to not be fun. So I literally wrote the instructions for this thinking, can you play this while drunk? Then game tested it while drunk. And yes, you can play it while drunk. Very easy to do. So that's, I like to have my friends over my house and play dumb card games, Cards Against Humanity, Exploding Kittens, all those dumb card games. If I want to play Dungeons and Dragons, I'm going to do that, but it's going to be different. So I wanted to make a party game that was made for what I want to do. And that's as simple as the research has to be. If you have a hobby, I believe that everybody has a product in them. Everybody has a hobby. I have my cat. Amy, I know that you have a cat-related PL product. I have my cat here. I love my cat. What's a product that I can make my cat's life better? You know what I mean? Or something like that. And it doesn't need to be more complicated than that.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point, Chris. And I'm always driving that point home too. I always tell people, either something you're really knowledgeable about or something you're passionate about. Those are kind of the two places to start from because it's gonna show through in your product if you either know a lot about it or you're passionate about it. Because if you're just chasing the dollars, not to say there's nothing wrong, there's something wrong with that. I mean, there's definitely products where I'm not super passionate about it, but I was like, hey, there's an opportunity there. But I always try to start from the place of what am I passionate about and or knowledgeable about, because that's really going to show through to the end customer.
Absolutely. And I see so many people trying to sell products like fidget spinners. That was like a big one. Obviously, we all know how that tanked and everything, but people didn't even understand the product, and they didn't get it, and they were selling a product they didn't understand, and that's just I don't see how you can be successful doing that.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's definitely like if you're chasing a product for the money, it's probably gonna be a short-term play. Like I said, nothing wrong with that. We definitely do that, but definitely the products that you're passionate about are going to be the ones that stick around and that that drive your brand.
Well, I mean, and ultimately my goal is I want to build some of my brands big enough to sell them off and then retire, and then I'm done with all this. I'm 32 years old. I think I'm getting ready to retire. I just, I want to watch Judge Judy every day and Jeopardy every day. That's my goal,
In your underwear eating cheese covered popcorn?
Correct. With my house full of cats. Okay. That's my life goal. But the thing is that, and I have brands that I'm working on that are in the grocery category where I'm doing co-packing and stuff like that. I'm not passionate. A lot of this stuff, people are like, oh, do you like that stuff? I'm like, I've never even eaten it. But people will buy it. So I don't care. And that's all data driven and everything. But when we're talking about like card games and fun party games, I love that. I'm also working on a card game with a friend of mine that's I love true crime. So we're working on a true crime card game together. I love conspiracy theories. There's an idea for a conspiracy theory card game, stuff like that. And I actually enjoy that stuff, and I'm passionate about it. So that's why it's actually enjoyable.
Yeah,
I mean, what's the point of doing something if you don't like it? You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny that you said that you were doing game testing while drunk. I remember a few years ago, actually, when Amy was visiting here, I was telling her about it, but we lost it. Like, we spent all this time making this game, this party game, and we did a live test with it, and it was extremely funny and fun. But we didn't execute on it right away, and we put it in some cabinet somewhere, and now we're about to move, and it's now disappeared. So now my wife and I are like, what do we do with that prototype? Because it would definitely be one of those things that would be a lot of fun, I think, as well.
Thanks for tuning in. Join us every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for live Q&A and bonus content after the recording at SellerRoundtable.com. Sponsored by the ultimate software tool for Amazon sales and growth, SellerSEO.com and AmazingAtHome.com.